Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is your friend Harshad, and today, as you can see, I'm going to talk about a very popular brand in diecast car world, Maisto. Maisto is a bang for your buck kind of a brand. It makes diecast models in various scales. You can love it, you can hate it, but you cannot ignore it. That is Maisto for you, my friends. You will find Maisto cars even being produced today in abundance. You can find them in Costco, Sam's Club, and some other retailers. They are typically available for $19-20, and typically 118 scale is the most produced scale in the Maisto brand. So today I'm going to record the part 3 of the same brand, different quality videos. So if you haven't seen my first two parts, please, I will put the link in the description. Please go ahead and check them. I had covered ERTL brand and Yatming, that is Road Signature Road Legends brand. So in this video, I'm going to cover Maisto brand. Okay, so Maisto is still in production, like I said before, and they produce various lines of products of quality. And I don't have, unfortunately, all the quality models, but I do have 3-4 varieties of models which I can definitely talk about today. So before I begin the video, I will first go through all the various lines of variants they have. So the most, I would say, expensive and most detailed variant is the exclusive edition by Maisto. So that is so these are very high end vehicles, very high level of detail, with photo etch badges and extra coats of paint, side windows, opening doors, so on and so forth. So in general, the Maisto brand models, at least the 118 scale models, even though it is a bang for your buck model, it has all the opening parts. So here you can see I have one example. It's a very nice example actually. So it's a Porsche Spider, right? So here you can see very nice details. Then it has opening, doors. Unfortunately, this car doesn't have a window and all that, but it's opening doors. Everything is opening and very nicely detailed. So even though this is a bang for your buck kind of model, you get very good details, right? So the exclusive edition, coming back to the lines, exclusive edition is the highest edition. Special edition is, I have a lot of special edition. These are the mid-range models like these. So these are the ones which I just mentioned. They are available for $20 a piece, brand new in the retail stores. Then there is also a premier edition. As far as quality is concerned, they are not that much different, but they do have some additional packaging differences, like clear case, and a little bit better packaging, but not in terms of quality, but just in terms of packaging. Okay, and then they have assembly line, which is like they will have a kit kind of a box, and they will just ask you to assemble it, right? Then one line of products they have is GT Racing. This is one example of GT Racing. I will come to this line of product once I get to the details. That is one. Then the GT Racing is typically for the racing car enthusiasts. Lots of details. I'll come to it. Then we have Allstars. So these are bling vehicles, which is these. This is one example I have for Allstars. Very cool. So I have a side-by-side comparison, right? The special edition is on the side, 1949 Ford, and the bling edition is on the side, and you can clearly see the difference in the paint. Absolutely different, shiny paint here, and it's very normal paint here, right? So that's a key difference. And also the interiors are very well, I would say quality is similar. It's just that the paint scheme is different. And this particular All-Star edition also has some nice artwork on the hoods and all that. So I'll try to show you that as well. You will realize these are definitely better looking models. As far as quality is concerned, they are pretty equivalent to special edition, but they are better looking. They have much better finishing and artwork, and some more bells and whistles. Okay, then there is also an All-Star Red. I'm not sure if this is an All-Star Red or regular All-Star. I'm sorry for that. Then they have Pro Rods. So if you are also aware of a brand called Jada or Jada, Jada, I would say, they have like very funky die-cast models. So this Pro Rods was some kind of in an equivalent, Maisto equivalent of Jada models. So here you can see, the rims are different, and overall they keep the theme of the car same, but they improvise on creativity in these models. They look really cool though. I mean, I really appreciate them. The only drawback of these is that they don't have a steering wheel, which is articulating. So that's one pet peeve I have about these models. And the reason I can think of is that the normal tires over here, they are slightly bigger, so maybe they have some limitation with designing them to be in an articulating way, but that's not an excuse. Okay, moving on. So the other one is TLUGZ. These are 124 scale. I will not talk much about it. I don't collect that scale. Hummer World. I did have few Hummers in the past, but I don't have them anymore. Hummers are very nicely detailed diecast models by Maisto. If you happen to stumble upon them, please do check them out. They are really nicely made. And Muscle Machine and Showstoppers. So the Muscle Machines, I don't have one example. They are like the bloated wheels and large engines, the Muscle Machines. So basically they are like bigger muscular models. And the last was Showstopper. So the Showstopper includes the trailers and a vehicle being towed and those kinds. So maybe it's like a set. So I haven't come across that line either. So now I'll focus on the stuff I have. So I'll start off with the special edition, right? So this is the most popular edition with Maisto because it's bang for your buck. So if you see the boxes, they look different, typically because they are produced in different years, right? So here you can see the black box, rough and tough, collector series, and then we have these boxes, right? So in my observation, the Maisto brand, they used to produce in the early, so the Maisto brand has been in market since the 1990s, and during that time they used to produce the cars in Thailand, and now I think they have moved all their production line to China, like most of the other companies doing die-cast car manufacturing. Obviously there are exceptions. CMC is one example where they still make die-cast models in Germany, but most of the die-cast models are now made in China. Not an I mean, it's quite normal now. So this is the special edition. This is the entry-level product line for Maisto. The only suggestion I would like to give you is that when you're buying these models, please make sure that you clearly inspect the model properly when you're buying them, because there is a good chance that sometimes the paint is not properly coated, or there's some imperfections. So because they are produced in such large numbers, please make sure that they are absolutely flawless when you're buying them, because once you buy them, it's hard to return them and all that. So make sure you exercise your due diligence when you're buying them from the retail stores, right? And as I just mentioned before, they are all having opening parts, very nice engine details, so on and so forth. And also they have suspension, I guess. Maybe this car doesn't have. So articulating wheels is one feature of that, these models, and most of these models have suspensions. Maybe this model doesn't have one, but in a standard uh, special edition model you will find suspensions for the tires. That is one very cool thing. Okay, so moving on to the next model. This is, I already spoke about the Allstar, so I don't want to repeat it much, but I will try to give you a clearer, how it differentiates. So let me pause the video and come back. Hey guys, I'm back. So I've opened up the models just for you to have a clear look. So as you can see, this is very nicely made model, no doubt about it. Paint is also decent. So here is how it looks. So very minimal details as far as the engine bay is concerned. And then we have nice detailing on the interior of the car, as you can see. Nice. This is the special edition, okay, the common special edition. Now this is the part, All-Star edition, where we have a clear difference in, the paint is clearly different. Very nice looking paint. The paint scheme is different. The part which really makes me really like this model more is this artwork on the hoods and the trunk. Oh my god, this is really good. So here is another example of the artwork I'm talking about. Very cool, awesome. Let me see if I oh, it's very packed. I don't want to open it. Just keep it the way it is. But yeah, you can see much better paint quality, slightly better finishing, and very nice artwork on the hood and the trunk. Very cool. So exclusive colors and slightly better quality. So obviously if you have to choose between the two, if you get a hold of All-Star edition, please go for it. Highly recommended. Okay, so coming back to the GT Racing, this is the last variant I have of the product line, is this one. This is my favorite in the Maisto brand. These are no longer available for purchase from retail stores. The only ones which are available are special edition ones. So I'll be explaining why I really like the GT Racing edition models, for a simple reason. So this is one example of a GT edition. So let me show you. It has a flat bottom, right? But the thing which really makes a difference is, look at the tires, right? They are highly detailed, and these all decals, they are not stickers, okay? They are proper decals. You cannot so they put the decals and they put a clear coat on top of it, okay? And then let me see, I'll show you one more example. So before I move to the next model, there's another exclusive feature. This whole back thing comes off and you can actually see all the cool details inside the model, right? Very nicely made. I mean, obviously if you associate Maestro with a brand which is very cheap or anything like that, it's not the case. They did produce very exclusive, cool looking models. I'm really sorry for the lighting conditions. So yeah, this is very nice details and everything. Absolutely great. So moving on to the next model from the, I think so this is also one exclusive example. Here you can see, very cool cloth interior. That's actual cloth, and look at the engine bay. Oh my god, such cool details, absolutely stunning. And we have one more example of the pro rods. So basically I just covered the GT Racing one. Now the last one I would like to cover is the pro rods in the cars, and then I will just quickly talk about the bikes. So there you go, the pro rods, very nicely made. So here you can see they are funky models with lots of modifications done, right? Very cool. So they remind me a lot about brand I already mentioned, the Jada brand, the Jada brand. So they are very much equivalent to that brand. Here also, if I open the trunk, you can see. I mean, it's nothing like an actual engine bay, right? It's all blinged and all that. It's not exclusively my style, to be honest. But yeah, they do provide these kind of variations, and it's something for everybody. So coming back to the last part of the video, I did show you some bikes. So Maisto does produce 118 scale Harley Davidsons and a lot other bikes. So this is one exclusive example. They are all regular. There's no variation or such, but the details are pretty much there for 118 scale. Very nicely made models, and here you can see there is another example of that, right? And in the back of it, it says Maisto. So overall, very nice. So these are 118th example for the bikes, and there's one more example I have for the 112th scale. This is the Suzuki V-Storm 1000. So this is also one very nicely detailed model. So Maisto does make decent quality models. Just make sure that when you're buying them, pay close attention to the models you're buying, and if there are any imperfections, try to move on to the next model, right? So to close the video, I would like to say that Maisto is still one of the most popular brands in diecast world even today, because they are still producing. The best part about Maisto brand is you will find models from classic muscle cars, classic 1940s 50s cars which are here, and also one example is this, Lamborghini Countach LPI 804. So this is a brand very recent model from Lamborghini. So you will find all kinds of models with the Maisto brand at a very reasonable price, $20, $25. Obviously, the brands, the models which are highly in demand or highly sought after, they get sold very quickly. So finding them from the retail store may become difficult. So you might find them on marketplace, on eBay, but slightly premium price, of course, because they are more exclusive and higher in demand. So this is pretty much it, my friends. I hope you guys liked the video. I tried my level best to show different product lines of the Maisto brand which I have in my collection. Hope you liked the video. If you have any comments, if I made any mistake, please do comment in the comment section below. I'm not a perfect collector. Whatever information I have based on my knowledge and experience, I do like to share it with you all. Thank you very much, my friends, and see you in the next video. I'll definitely post a few more videos, part 1 and part 2 series in the link in the description. Do check them out as well for the ERTL and Young movement. Thank you. Bye bye.